Hello, fam. I hope you all are doing good. It's been a couple of days now and I haven't showed up. Hopefully, tomorrow I should be able to post a video. But in today's life, we're talking about men that love women that are simple, women that don't do too much, women that are low maintenance emotionally, physically. And there's a reason for that. A reason for that. And that's what we will be talking about today. Has a man ever said to you, I like you because you're simple? Or I like the fact that you don't. Hello, Jessa. How you doing? I hope you're good. Yeah, thanks for joining. Has a man ever said this to you before? Oh, you're low maintenance. Not really low maintenance, but because they wouldn't say that way. Oh, you don't wear makeup. I like you that way. You don't do your hair. You don't fix your nails. I love you that way. I'm good. I'm good. You don't fix your nails. I love you that way. I'm not saying that everyone has to do that. Every human being is different. Some people love it, some people don't love it. But if you see men that are capitalizing on that, no, I do go live. Like, I think last week I did once or twice. Well, I hardly do, but yeah. I'm trying to see if I can make it a habit. And I try not to promise because in the past I did promise and I just couldn't keep up. I couldn't fulfill the promise. So I just leave it to chance. Whenever I can, I go live here. Okay. Yeah. So for some men, when they say they don't want women that are high maintenance, women that do too much, it's either they're broke or they're looking for a woman they can control. Because to them, women that don't do too much some of them, they tag them wife material. They look like people they can easily control, manipulate, women that can easily submit. They see such women to be naive. Naive in the sense that, oh, she might not know much about relationship, about dating men, so they can easily prey on her. You get? So that's why when you hear them say something like that, it's not something for you to feel good about, but it's something for you to question. Why does he want me? Why is he saying, oh, I'm simple? Life update. Do you have anything to say about this?
Yeah, I have some things to
Hello?
say about this. Yes, I have some
Okay.
things to say about this right now. From what I'm just seeing here right now, you're saying men love emotionally low maintenance women, not materially low maintenance women. So I was expecting to hear the
Oh,
emotionally low maintenance
okay.
aspect, not the financial low maintenance aspect. That's one thing I spotted, sir. And secondly, when I looked at this topic, I asked myself, what's emotionally low maintenance? You know, the healthy meaning I got was like self-regulate, communicate clearly, and chaos. Don't make chaos your hobby.
Yeah.
You have needs, express
So
them maturely. Yeah. Hold on, I'm getting somewhere. But there's something I would say that men loving this thing.
baits emotionally
It comes in it comes in different ways.
or
Number one,
materially.
some men chase low maintenance women because of emotional labor outsourcing. Why I please forgive my language. I'll say it the way it is. When I say emotional labor outsourcing, they want to they want the benefits of the whole intimacy
I'm
without the
sorry, my
work of
network is.
listening, processing, and adjusting. You understand? They want the whole
I don't know
benefits of
if you
intimacy.
hear
So
clearly because it seems like my network is breaking.
I can sense it from here. I can sense it from here. But
Not
Is it
tonight.
clearer now?
Oh goodness. Okay.
Is it clearer now?
Can you repeat what you said, please? Because I did not get everything you said.
So, meat is this. I'm talking about the emotionally low maintenance thing that men like. I say
So
men
they would
face
also assume,
emotionally
because
low
of that, they would
maintenance
assume that they
women.
can easily manipulate you.
Yes, I'm saying this because most men they do what they call emotional labor outsourcing. I just came up with this word myself.
Sorry, and muffled.
Forgive the language. They want the benefits of intimacy without the work of listening, processing, and adjusting. Most men don't like these things. You see these three words: LPA, listening, processing, and adjusting. Most men don't like it, but they want the intimacy. They want all the benefit, all the perks that have to come with intimacy, but they don't want to listen to the woman. They don't even process what she's saying. They don't want to even adjust. They want to act like babies in their own field. And one of the second reasons that they have again is this. You see, this conflict avoidance.
And
Everybody wants peace. Yes, we agree
hello,
that everybody wants peace.
can you hear me? Is
I can hear you.
please let me know in the comment section if you can hear me. Hello, June. How are you doing? I hope you're good. Live update. Can you hear me?
I can hear you clearly.
Um, you can hear me clearly?
Very, very clear.
Okay. I think we should continue. I didn't hear anything you said. You were talking, but it wasn't clear to me because I think the network issue is from my end. And just as said, the voice is muffled. Please let me know if I'm having any sound issue. If you can hear me clearly, please let me know. If you can't hear me clearly, please let me know in the comment section. Thank you. So, yeah, live update. You can continue what you were saying. I didn't hear you. Please, can you start all over if you don't mind?
Okay. I said I'm speaking from the angle of the emotionally low maintenance. See that name? That's the angle I'm coming from. I think one of the reasons that most men have written after emotionally low maintenance is because they practice what they call emotional labor outsourcing. And it comes with LPA. There's what they call LPA. LPA is they want the intimacy without listening, processing, and adjusting. I repeat, LPA, listening, processing, and adjusting.
Can you
They don't want
explain
to
further?
listen to her. They don't want to
Okay.
process what she's saying. Neither do they want to adjust to make amends in what she's been complaining about. You understand me now? Now, a
Okay.
second reason, I'm going to interject everything and connect everything. A second reason is conflict avoidance. Everybody wants peace. Every man wants his peace. No man wants to come to a tigress at home. No man wants to come to someone that will challenge him. But you see, when they say if you never raise issues, they never have to. Men forget the fact that without issues, you can't grow. If she's
Okay.
raising
They
a
say your
concern,
sound
she's
is
trying to let
muffled.
you know that
Please speak up a little bit. The people in the comment section are saying your sound is a bit muffled, so they can't hear you clearly. They can't
they
hear
should
you
be
clearly.
offended. They should be
And they
offended and
said
not
it's way
not
too
just.
low. They said it's a bit low. It's way too low. Not even a bit. It's way too low and muffled. I don't know if you can increase your volume and speak up or speak out
My volume is
more.
increased. I'm just. It's
And
just the
maybe you
way I
should
talk. I'm just.
you should you should move your speaker a little bit away from your mouth if that's going to help.
My speaker is not on my mouth.
Okay, I think it's clearer now.
This is the way I talk. I'm not the type to scream. I just pass my message the way it is. Please let them know they should just manage it the way it is. Please. don't. I'm not the type to scream. So I was saying
Okay.
something else. If you never raise issues, people never grow. In every relationship, then issues will come up, but the ability to maintain those issues to resolve them, that is what matters most. And men avoid conflict a lot. They want to come back home and have that peace, yet they act as if they don't want to give the person peace. They just feel you should just swallow everything. Some men, not all men, some I say, they want you to just swallow every single thing, take it the way it is, and don't complain about it. So they go for those emotionally low maintenance women. Emotionally low maintenance comes with a whole lot of things. She's not controlling, she avoids conflict, but she's suffering inside. Who is losing? Is the woman that is losing, not the man.
So you what do you
The
want?
third one
What kind of
is control
what
and
kind of one
convenience.
do you go for?
Oh,
They
see,
said they
I
can't
prefer
understand the
some. I
word you're
prefer mutual.
saying because they said they can't understand what you're saying because it's not clear. I don't know if you can speak up.
Please,
Your voice is low.
I
That's
had.
your voice is low. You say you speak
Please,
that
for
way. So you
anyone
have to
listening
make
to
it
me right,
a little bit
from anyone, for anyone listening to me
because
right
they need
now,
to hear, they need
I'm
to
not.
understand what you're saying. Just please increase your
What
volume so they can hear you. That's what you're saying.
my volume is increased to the maximum right
Yeah, it's
now.
better now. Yeah, it's better now. You need to speak
It's
up.
increased
That's
to
what
the
you're saying.
maximum. Please, for anyone
Because
listening
people
to
need to hear
me,
what you're saying.
yes, for anyone listening to me, I'm not so happy right now. So I'm just gonna stay the way it is and just coming down to talk right now. So please just manage the way it is right now. But my volume is increased. I am this is the best I could do right now, but I just pray we all this is conversation we are all learning in a learning process right now. Thank you very much. So let me go ahead, please. Where was I? I talked about conflict avoidance that men want to avoid conflict. Please, can they hear me clearly? Is it okay?
Go ahead. It's a bit. It's clearer now. Go ahead. I want to
Okay.
hear what you have to say because I
The
have a
third
lot to say. So
reason,
let me hear from you first.
the third reason is control and convenience. Fewer demands equals more freedom to center themselves. That's selfishness. Yeah, I would like to say this thing to most women out there. You need to be wiser because, well, let's say 80% of men are selfish. They think of themselves alone.
Eighty
If you go
percent.
and
Isn't that
listen
too
to
high?
the boys, 80%.
Is
No,
it too
it's
high?
not too
Too
high.
low?
I'll be honest.
I meant it's too low.
No, it's not too high. No, it's not too low. It's not too low because there are good men out there that reason very well. I'm a man and I understand what goes on. I see things for myself. 80% is not too high, neither is it too low. Women need to look out for certain things. Certain things. Because men are selfish. There are some most men that are selfish. Because when you think about control and convenience, and then you're thinking about making fewer demands so that it will suit him, more freedom to center themselves. What does that tell you? He thinks of himself. He doesn't even think of her. He's not being heard. He's not being listened to. He has complaints, and he can't see those complaints out, and he's acting as if everything is good, all is well, whereas nothing is okay. You process those things, and you not think, why? What is really going on? One day she's going to speak up. No matter how she pretends for long, she's human. She has blood running in her veins. Then
But
you
not
see
everyone.
ego
Not everyone.
protection.
Excuse me. Not everyone speaks up because some people, especially women that find themselves with men like that, they feel intimidated and they might never get a chance to speak up because in the first place you were not. I know people do evolve, people do get better, people do get informed over time, but what mostly happens is this: women that men perceive to be low maintenance, or they are emotionally low maintenance, they often don't get better. It's not all the time. They don't get better. Even when they get better, they find it hard to leave. So they've already been subdued, intimidated to the point that they have no voice. And even if you're telling them that this situation you are in is bad for you. Some of them don't see it. They might even turn around and see you as the enemy. Some people in this world are oblivious to what is happening when it comes to men and women dynamics. Some people just live in their own little bubble. Some people are naturally nice people, good people, and in their head they think everyone that comes their way is that way. I used to be like this when I was way younger. In my head, I used to think that no one should plan evil for me, no one should think evil of me, no one should want to harm me because I'm not thinking that way towards anyone. I wish everyone well, but that is not the world we live in. So some women are still like that. So being emotionally low maintenance means that you will be the one carrying the emotional load in that relationship because that man will be, or he might not even be assisting you. Even if he happens to assist, he's going to do the bare minimum. Men understand that it's very difficult to be supportive emotionally. They know that. That's why they're out there looking for women to give them emotional support. They're willing to use their money to pay for it, but they're not willing to reciprocate because they know it's not easy. So that's why a lot of them are out there looking for women that are not demanding. It's not like those women are not demanding. Is there anyone on this planet that does not want emotional support? I don't think so. It's just that those women have learned how to accept the bare minimum and not complain. So men understand how tedious it is, and they know it is a big problem when they get married to women that understand this, women that demand more from them, women that would hold them accountable. They know it's a big problem because of who they are, because of their nature. So because of that, they go out there to look for a woman that will not give them much work. And to be honest with you, emotional support plays a huge role in marriages and relationship. I think I wouldn't be wrong if I say it's the backbone. So it's important for you not to neglect that part. And I tell you, it is the emotional support that causes most of the problem we see in marriages. A man not being supportive, a man not assisting his children or even the wife, a man not noticing that the wife is sad or she's even ill because that man is selfish, thinking about himself all the time, what he stands to get from her, because he sees her as a robot, someone that cannot, or someone that does not require reciprocity, someone that does not require same energy from him. He wants to be collecting. So he sees her like a robot, someone that has no emotion. She's not supposed to demand same. So when men choose to go for emotionally low maintenance women, they are very much aware of what they're doing. I'm seeing Black Money's Fair. Would you love to join? And let's hear from you. I guess you're a man. Let me leave the link in the comment section. Hold on. Please feel free to join the conversation. I really want to hear from men. If you're a woman, you can also join. I really want to hear from men. Why they do what they do. So I just shared the link. It's in the comment section. Feel free to join if you would love to do so. Yeah. So men are very demanding, but they're not willing to reciprocate. Oh, the mic is my. Okay, I need to move away a little bit. To be honest, we have been struggling with my mic setup, and I know the most recent videos I've done, the ones I posted, they have this sharp sound. Someone did suggest I fix the compressor, which I did, but I tell you, it's not working. I might have to change the mic to a different mic because this particular mic. Oh, not me. Oh, okay. I thought I was the one. Oh, okay, okay. It's good to hear that my sound is perfect today because before, oh, the color. Okay, cool. Yeah. Thanks, Jessa. Thanks for that. Okay. Okay, back to what we were saying about the low maintenance stuff. What do you have to say about reciprocity? Can you hear me up live update?
I can hear you. I want to
Hello?
hear other people's point of view. I just want to hear other people's point of view. I want other people to talk.
Well, nobody's coming to stage to talk, so you could talk. Um, why is it hard for men to be accountable? Why is it hard for men to reciprocate? They want to be taken from
Mm.
women, but they don't want to reciprocate. Is it an ego thing for a man to be accountable? Does it mean that the man is not less of a man if he accepts his wrongs and apologize? Let's hear.
Most times it's the background and the societal influence. I think of the background, how he was trained. But well, we're talking about men right now, but I don't blame it on one gender only. But I will just say it's the societal background. If you see what happens in the society right now with men, how they train these men, there's a playbook in play. Like you must know that you shouldn't be accountable for these peer groups influence them too. And these things start from as young as they are in primary school. That young. This thing starts from there. And what will I say? Why am I going to say this? Yes, there are most men that are very, very responsible. There are some that are responsible. My dad, for one, is a very responsible man that took care of me while I grew up. He took care of me. He was so responsible to the end. I give him that. God bless his memory. I have friends
Oh,
that, yes, I have friends that are very, very responsible in their families. I see them. I know how they are there. But I have some that are just not accountable, and they are not friends, because I say this in the sense that you can't visit them because of the way they act at home. They act as if they are Lord, the woman must accept anything, but they don't want to be treated that way. Let me give you some red flags that are disguised as compliments. Oh, I love that you are not needy. In translation, it means please don't hold me accountable. Oh, you're not like other girls. In translation, I'll punish you if you act like a full human. Ah, man, I'm just not good with emotions. In translation, it means I won't try unless forced. Oh, I'm very busy. Translation of it is I expect relationship sex without prioritizing you. This is how these are manipulative red flags that they disguise as compliments. Some compliments are not really compliments. That's the truth. But women don't know this. And this playbook I keep on talking about, you see, I call it the manipulative playbook. It starts with different things: inconsistent effort, big talk without any vibes, minimum reassurance, can call any request pressure. Any single request you just request, the lady request, is a pressure to him. He wants to always be hidden. He doesn't want any stress at all, but he's indirectly keeping the emotional burden on the woman, and he expects her to be quiet and accept it that way. That is suffering. He's human, for crying out loud. That's how I see it. And
I
then you
don't
see
think you've
selective
actually.
vulnerability.
I don't think you've answered the question I asked. I said, Why is it that men struggle with reciprocity,
I did
and
answer it.
why are they struggling? Why do they struggle to be accountable? Is it that
I did answer
when
it.
I didn't?
Was your network again? Because I elaborated on
No,
it.
I
I
heard
said,
you. I heard what
number
you
one, it
said.
has to do with societal pressures.
So what does society say?
You see,
Because you need to be like,
most of them are programmed with what the society is. Look around you. What's going on in society? It's like it's a man's world. If you get
especially
away
in
with
my
everything,
country, Nigeria. Oh goodness. Yeah, I'm listening.
go ahead.
No, I'm listening. I didn't want to think about it because it makes me upset. The things I see on media, the way men treat women, they feel like they are God. It upsets me. So I don't like talking about it. So go ahead. Because I want to know why they are okay, of course they are selfish. I want to know why they don't reciprocate. It's not like I don't know, but I would love to hear from you as a man. Why do you think men don't reciprocate? And if you say you do reciprocate, why do you think, okay, do you know men that don't reciprocate? And why don't they reciprocate? And why don't they like to be accountable?
I know men that do reciprocate. Yes, I do reciprocate. I know men that do reciprocate too. But the ones that don't reciprocate, I know them too. I see them all around. They feel entitled. They see that they have that narcissist nature that is it. The woman is there to serve them and not to be served and listened to. That thing behind it is that thing that is inside. That's one thing that, and I wonder why are you getting settled with a woman? Why are you bringing her into the family line when you know she's not going to be heard? She's not your slave for crying out loud. That thing is inside them, especially in my environment where I
Thank
see
you for
what I see
joining.
around.
Someone has joined the stage. Continue.
And when I'm
Sorry for
done,
cutting. Sorry for cutting you short. I'm listening.
especially in the society where I come from, what I see around, I see these things and I laugh at it, about it because though it's not funny, I just tell myself one thing: you are who you are. You are who you can be. It doesn't take you to be part of this circle. If you can be that good and be that understanding and be that person. It's all individual effort. Any man that is bad is bad. Any man that is good is good. It's as simple as that. I conclude my conversation with this. Anyone bad is bad. Anyone terrible is terrible. Anyone good is good. But for this particular manipulative bull they play with going for women that are emotionally low demanding, I'll be honest with you, it's a playbook they just want to gain and gain and gain. They do not want to give back. Like they don't want to be accountable. They don't want to invest their emotions. They don't want to invest their time. They don't want to listen to her. They don't want to make it right and better. Yes, everybody loves peace. Nobody wants people that nag around and make complaints and what have you. But it's not an excuse for you not to listen. I keep saying it. Every human is an individual for himself. Anybody that is good is good. Anyone bad is bad. Simple as that. No excuses.
Okay, you did say that some men are good, some men are bad. We are
Yes.
curious to know how come some men are good and some men are bad if they all grew up in the same society. You spoke about
Not
programming.
everyone grew up in the same society. Not all. What happens
I,
to A
okay, I'm
cannot
I'm
happen to
saying
B.
no. What I'm saying here is this. What I really mean here is this. Let's say, let's use Uganda or Kenya or Canada as an example. Let's say in Canada, a certain society in Canada has a group of men or boys. They grew up there. There's a possibility that not all the boys will become bad egg
Yes.
or bad eggs. So I'm asking you why? What is making that difference? Why is it that some people, some boys, don't end up like every other boy out there? The majority of the
That's why I
boys.
said it's an individual thing. You can be born to understand life as you see it. and then you follow the trend, and you can be bold to say, no, I'm not going to follow the trend. It's an individual choice. Being good is an individual choice. Being understanding is an individual choice. The
Wait,
society
so
cannot
wait,
bend you and make you be bad. No, no, I refuse that.
no, wait. I
It's
don't.
an
I think
individual thing.
there's an interesting point you just brought up. So you're trying to say that as a boy, a young boy growing up, that knows his right from his left, can differentiate that. So you're trying to say that that person at that young age, let's say a teenager, can decide to be good and not be under the influence of the society. So if that is the
Exactly.
case, that means we should not be blaming the society that much for the bad behavior we see the teenage boys display. Rather, we
No,
should hold them accountable for choosing to be wicked. So, are you trying to say
thank you.
that wickedness is from birth? I'm trying to get it because I
No, let
believe
me
there is
explain it to you.
an external factor that shapes them the way they are. I'm
No,
Good
listening.
evening.
no.
Okay, let's
Good
hear from the
evening.
next speaker. Thank you so much for joining. What do you think about this? Hello.
Hello, can you hear me?
Sure, I can hear you. Thank you so much for joining. What do you think about what we are saying? The conversation. What do you think about why men struggle with reciprocity? Why they always expect emotional support from women, but they struggle to reciprocate, and why they struggle with accountability? What do you think might be responsible for that?
Maybe what may be responsible for that is home and upbringing in the home, what they see from their parents and their upbringing, so that they mimic those things that they learn from their parents and their adult life.
Okay. Yeah, because I
So
agree
I
with.
agree with you.
Yeah,
yes,
go ahead.
so yes, so many times when you come up in rough households and you don't get that love and emotional support and certain things that you need, and your parents are going, sometimes it's stunted growths that happen with men, and then when they get with women later on in life, they are looking for certain things that from her that they didn't get from home from their mom.
Yeah, because I totally agree with you because the environment is very important. We talk about conditioning a lot. The reason why we always blame the society is because the society is the number one, what am I even going to call it? Is responsible, is more responsible for conditioning children. You enroll them in school, they pick up trade from there. You watch movies, you read books. That way, they are indirectly molding those children. And then it all depends on the family, like you said. If your child turns out to be different from every other child, and let's say every other child out there is disrespectful to women, they don't see women as humans, then it means that the parent of that child that is good did a lot of work. After that child has learned whatever he was taught in school, the parents made extra effort to make sure that they taught him the right thing that is different from what he was taught in school, very different from what his friends are doing and practicing. I remember growing up as a child, there were some children that were different from others. What do I mean? Some children were so respectful, they didn't like to fight, they were not cussing out. And then they had some group of children, they were troublemakers. It's still the same thing. It has more to do with the society and also your background. If you go to school as a child and they tell you, girls are nothing, you just use them and dump them. and you go home, your father is doing the same thing to your mom, you would think it's normal because you're innocent. When a child is being brought into this world, when a child comes into this world, it's like the child is like um, um a blank canvas. So you have to imprint. But I know some people have argued and said when children are being born into this world, they're not usually blank canvas. They come with some traits and all that. I don't want to go into that. But what I'm trying to say here is this: when it comes to characters that you pick up, your environment shape you. As a child, you know nothing. You're innocent. So it's either you're picking up from your family, you're picking up from your friends, the movies you watch. And if everyone around you is making you believe that, oh, this is good, you would think it's good because you don't know what is bad. Like you don't know what is bad because you're innocent. So what is bad can actually look like a good thing because that's what the people you have around you are telling you. Jesus said it's spiritual as well. I don't know. I don't know about that. Maybe you can come on stage and explain that aspect because I have no idea. I don't know how that works. The spiritual aspect. Please, if you don't mind, you can come on board and come to stage and explain that for us. Thank you. Okay, as an adult now, yeah. Why do you think they still struggle with reciprocity? Because I always say this that as a child, if you allow the society condition you and you pick up nasty behavior, I'm not going to blame you much. But as an adult, you should think for yourself. What is common in the world we live in is this: people don't think for themselves. People think this world is automatic. You wake up, let's say you have a 9 to 5, you wake up, you go to work, and that's it. Oh, the society have told you get a degree, then you get a job, and that's it. So many people don't think. And they think that is how life is supposed to be. A lot of people don't have humanity in them. The interesting thing here is this: the
Yes, I agree.
creator, sorry,
I was just saying
hello,
I agree.
okay. The interesting thing here is this: the creator gave us that ability to think, ask questions, but a lot of people don't do that. They just believe what the society tells them. This is how you're supposed to be. As a human, are you not supposed to question things? This is how I see the society. I liken it to me joining a school, a high school, a secondary school. If you join a school that has been in existence, they have their rules. You have people that have been there before you. They will make rules, policies to suit them. So when you get into that school, you're expected to follow suit. So coming into this world, a lot of people think the way things are is how it's supposed to be. No, it's because people have been here before us and they've done things to suit them. As a human, you should question everything and you should decide to live your life on your terms, your own way, not what the society is telling you to do. But I have this question: the people that have been programmed by the society, is it that they don't have the sense to know what is, or they can't think and identify something that is bad and not good? Something that is bad and good. For example, you have a man maltreating a woman, and let's say that man was programmed by the society. Does it mean that the man cannot say that what he's doing is bad to that woman? I don't understand. Can someone
Yeah,
help me out?
yeah. I think bad and good. So something that's good is what works for you, right? It's good. It favors you. It works for you. It works with you. A lot of times the men will try to force things, or people will try to force things and get things twisted on what is bad and what is good because it is hurting the other person, but it's working for them. And so programming, they have bad programming, you know. But I think a lot has to come back to how a man is groomed through love, and how he emotionally bonds to that.
I
Because if
agree
he
with
loves
you.
women, if he loves women, if he loves women, if he knows how to love, if he can do that, then that's the thing that he's gonna want to get into and want to be with a woman. But if he doesn't know how, or if love and things have never worked with him, he may try to force things, and um and go with another type of programming.
You know what?
Okay, I get what you just said. I understand. But this is what I'm saying. If as a human you cannot identify that what you're doing is hurting, let's say you're hurting someone and you cannot identify that you're hurting someone, should I call you a human? Men that hurt women cannot take what they dish out. So if they cannot take it, it means that they know that what you're doing is bad, but they still choose to do it. I don't know if you get my point.
I totally get your point. It's just so many times a lot of people they mimic things, like they mimic what they see in their family. Like if they see men strong arm or stronghold women and do certain things, they will think that's how relationship go, or that's how you keep control of a woman and things like this. Then there's also sexual aspects and things to people's minds and what they respond to, um, you know, violently, and things of that nature, is what they feel is also what women see. And a lot of times it's certain violence in certain ways or what they're used to.
Okay, from your explanation, this is what I got. Men don't see women as humans. That is what I could get from it. Because if if you identify yourself as a human, you know you have emotions. You know, if I step on you, you're going to feel it. And you know that you don't like the feeling. Why are you doing same to the next person if you see the next person as a human? It
Well,
boils down to
right.
the
Well,
fact that men don't
uh,
see us as humans,
I think men
not
do
our
see
men.
women as humans, and men love their mothers, their sisters, right? Women who
Men
favor
do see
them.
women as humans. I disagree with that concept. Men see women
Most
as humans.
Okay, let's
Yes,
hear
I
from
mean,
him. Yeah.
I think
Okay,
men see women as humans, and they want to be treated humanely as well. I think men don't just try to
thank you
beat a
so
woman
much.
straight off the time. Yeah, I just think that men see women as the weaker of the human, of the sex between them, so they don't often like to get challenged in certain areas that would make them seem weak or not like the man. Sometimes people have egos, and it's different aspects of how people are. But I don't mistreat women, so I can't really relate to that. I love women. I'm always taking care. I don't have to get my way and things like that. It's just about taking care of and knowing that she's safe and in good hands with me. So this is the way I operate with women all my life. But I've had good women and good family people in my life to model after, or to know, this is how I want to be treated and treated back in return.
Thank you. Okay, let me say this. I'm not putting everyone in one basket. What I'm saying is focused on those badly behaved men. Many men out there, I know both of you have disagreed with this statement, but I'm still going to say it and explain further. Many men out there don't see women as humans. They see themselves as humans, they see their fellow men as humans, but they don't see women as humans. Many men see us as what do you call it? Household appliance, tools to use to get things done. for emotional support, to bear children for them, give birth, keep their lineage going, for cleaning and all that. They don't see us as humans. Not all men, but a lot of men don't see women as humans. Because if they do, if they understand that the same blood that runs through our veins, or the same blood that runs through their veins, runs through our own vein as well, I don't think they will be treating us the way they do. Many men, this is the way the society has conditioned them. They believe that they are in charge, they are the superior ones. We are beneath them. So they can use us anyhow, treat us anyhow. Okay, let's take it back to how this whole relationship, men and women relationship started. From the knowledge I have, marriage started as a business transaction. I don't know if you know anyone that has a maid. In my country, people do have maids. And those, not everyone, people that can afford it. And what is common is this: most of those maids are not being treated like humans. I'm not exempting any gender. Most of those maids are not being treated like humans. They give them so much house chores. They don't see them as part of their family. They don't buy them proper outfit, because the way it is in my country is this: the maids are usually they live with you, live in maids. So you feed them, you clothe them, everything is on you. But they'll do everything, they will do the house chores. So people don't often see them as part of them because they are maids. Same applies to some men. They see women as maids because the society told them that. If I bring the Bible into this conversation, or if you're conversant with the Bible, yeah, some men use the Bible to argue that God created women for them as a helpmate to come help them and serve them. That alone has taken that alone has made them to have a shift when it comes to acknowledging us as humans, as equal. So some of them use the Bible as a reference point to say women and men can never be equal. Do you think women and men can be equal or are equal?
Um, I think, I think, I think this is a man's world, right? This is a man's earth. I think men have lied, cheat, steal, killed, and done everything under the sun to make it his earth and to stake claim in land and real estate to say that this is mine and I own it, I operate it, I do whatever I want here. Um, I don't think here in the West, most men don't experience all of that. We come from our mothers, we come from single parent households and things like that. We search for power and things like that, but we don't learn to execute that power. We as equal as the women. We work and take care of our families. That's all we know. I
No,
think there are other men who are on other different wavelengths and searching and trying to do different things with their life or with women in their life. But I was never taught to see women as less than me or human. I already know from a boy rather to become a man that a woman can't match me in physicality and things. So therefore, I don't have to listen to her about certain things and different things. It's more as you get older, it's are you my woman and are we working together? And type of that's the equal equality where we'll have the equal right to choose each other if that's what we want, if we are who we each other want and want to work with. So I just don't relate to a lot of men trying to exert power and take it over women or and things of that nature. I see us as equal, but yet I do see a superiority with man as terms of power and dominance, and he could force a woman to do something. But I'm not that type of man. I would never do that. I love women. My thing is to love women and to work with her. So if I can't do that, then I don't want to do anything else with her.
Okay, while listening to you, you said as a boy that was growing up, you never saw women as equal. I don't know if I heard correctly. You said,
Yes, because as in competition, like as to compete with her, like we aren't equal. We can't, I can run faster, out jump her, outmaneuver. We are not equal, you know what I mean? In terms of
it depends on the woman you're talking about, because some women can do more than men when it comes to physical strength. But when I talk about
definitely, but
women and men being equal,
in general, men and women don't compete in the same sports because men have certain physical dominant, certain things that women do not have on average. So everybody
okay,
stays to their own sports and kind when they talk about competition. So, but this is a man's world. Men are stronger. Men outthink. Men allow women to be in a lot of aspects, but
allow.
allow, yes, because men could run into the street, do whatever they want to somebody if the so it's not like every man is trying to force a woman to do anything. Men wait till you like him, until you're in love, until you, and then he'll see where he can fit in, his plans of trying to mold you into, the woman that he wants you to be for him.
So do you think
But
that's good?
I just think I think every man, I think men cover women in marriage. I think men cover women in different ways and are important in a family unit. I think a woman she shouldn't have to mold her. She should already be willing to come into his family, his ways, his just the spirit and character that he is and what he's trying to accomplish here in life.
Oh,
So
No, no, no.
wait, hold on. I
I
think
refuse that.
you are contradicting yourself.
I disagree with
Honestly,
that.
why
I
should a
disagree with that.
woman come into a man's life? That means she's nobody. She was created for the
well,
man. It's all about the man. That's what we've been talking about here.
yes, I said it in the beginning. This is a man's world. This is for sure, absolutely not a woman's world. She has no dominion, no claim, no. She's fought, she's killed. There's no power of woman nowhere.
No,
Wow.
say I'm not shocked though. I'm glad I'm hearing it from
Are
a
these not
man.
are these not the facts? Are this not before I was born? Before are these not 1,000-year-old fact?
Who made it so? Man. Are men
Man
the
has killed.
creator?
I said man killed, lied, steal, cheat. He's done everything under the sun to claim ownership.
That's
And
what
then
I'm
he
saying.
dares another man to try to take it away with him through war. And no man wants to take certain people don't want to take certain people through war, but there's always a war underneath in the man of mine, knowing that if I, especially if man or woman or things are being subjugated and people are losing, then men feel like they have to fight another man for something or fight people for something. So it's a lot that goes on within the mind, but within the laws of the land, this is generally and has always been a man's earth and a man's world.
No, I don't agree to that. I made a video a couple of months back, and in that video, it was like, although I have no knowledge of what happened, but I strongly believe that there was a time on this earth that men were underneath women. And I also said that there's a playbook that governs this world. It's all about conquering people. I made reference to colonization. And it's just how men operate. They want to subdue, they want to take control of other people. And if you look closely, a lot of nations are under the bigger nations. So they applied that into men and women relationship. Although I don't know, but I believe that there was a war, something that happened between men and women. That's why you hear men say it's a man's word. So they conquered women that time. And when you go to a nation and conquer that nation, what usually happens? You convert those people to be your maid, your slaves. So it's a man's word means that women are slaves to men. And this is what we've been talking about here. So because women are slaves to men, men don't see us as humans. They treat us anyhow. When I spoke about equality, I wasn't talking about women being equal to men when it comes to physical strength and all that. I failed to add relationship, equality in relationship. Do you think women can attain equality in relationship with men? Hello? Hello? Can you hear me? Hello? If you can hear me, let me know in the comments section. If you can hear me, let me know in the comment section. It seems like the speakers can't hear me.
Yeah. No.
Okay, okay. Thank you. Thank you. I just asked a
I
question.
can hear you clearly.
Yeah, please, I did
Yes.
ask a question. Please, if you can, help me answer the
Oh, you
question.
were talking to him. You were talking to him. The question isn't for me.
O- Okay, this question is for everyone. Please help me answer the question if you can. Do you think men and women can have equality in relationship? Hello?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Do you think men and women can have equality in relationship?
Uh, Equality, like how? Like I don't understand. What is equal? What do we want to be equal?
I know you've partly answered this question, but I just want you to make it more obvious, like make your response more obvious. So from your question, you don't think men and women can be equal. Do you know what? Do you believe in partnership in relationship, or do you believe a man should be the head and the woman should be the subordinate?
I don't believe a woman is a subordinate. She's not to be looked at as under. When a man is bringing a woman or marrying her or bringing her into his family and into his care, and he's making her equal on par with him in his family and as the woman and as the queen in his life and in his in a role that she needs to play in his life. So it's not to be under man. Man is already on top and is already like the man. Like, it's more about how well do we work together.
Oh goodness. Okay. It's like, okay, that's your opinion. And I think, to be honest with you, when you started off, yeah, I thought you were seeing things from a different angle, away from how a lot of men see things and perceive women. But later on, I just started recognizing that no, I don't think so. I thought wrong. I thought wrong earlier on, because you're saying that a woman getting married to a man or dating a man means that she's coming into the man's life. What happens to her own life? What happens to her own person?
Well, she's supposed to have her own life, or she's supposed to have a being of herself and her own mind that she wanted to be married, that she has to have a purpose that she's trying to accomplish and do with a man as well. Whether it be love, whether it be emotional support, whether it be covering, whether it be family, some reason that she's dealing with the man herself.
I don't know if you're not listening to yourself. You're making everything about the man. How about two adults coming together and saying, this is how we are going to live our lives. 50-50. You are an individual. I am an individual. We have equal rights in this relationship. I'm not here to serve you, neither are you here to serve me. We are here to work as a team and make this work out.
I
Are you here
agree.
to relationship like that?
Yes, I agree to a relationship like that. I would love to be in relationship like that. Those that would be ideal if man and woman could come together and have those conversations and come to those agreements. It would be ideal. I think a lot of times love and deep feelings and kind of who wears the pants in the family and who's got control and power. I think a lot of those dynamics come into play a lot of times. But if two people can stay out of that and just stay, hey, we're here for love and support of each other and to take care of our family, I think they'll do that.
Okay, you're talking about people. What do you think?
Agree to that. I agree. I said that would be ideal if I
I
could.
find it I find it difficult to believe that you do agree to that based on all you've said so far. You
Well, I
said
think based on what I'm saying, based on what what before I was
hello,
born, like what the world state of the world is. I think those are the facts. I think everybody can see that and understand that this is man's governments, man's laws, man's everything.
but do you agree to that? Of course, no one is saying that is not what it is. We live in a man's world. That is the truth. But do you agree to that? Are you in support of that?
Well, I am a man, right? There's so I know about evil men. I know about doing bad things as a man. So I know, even though I don't practice those things, I know what man can do. I know the corruption of man. I know his goals and aims and his ways, right? Being a man. So I don't agree to those ways of man, and those tactics and that type of man. I believe there's different character and type of men.
Okay. Okay. I think I've gotten what you have to say. That's good to know. But personally, I think what you're saying is different from what you believe. This is what I think. This is what I was able to get from what you've said so far. And
I believe
of
in
course,
love. I believe in family. I believe in
what
marriage.
what what is love? What does love mean to
Love,
you?
love means sacrifice. Love means you are so important to me and you mean so much to me. I will do and make room and ways and do things of myself and make move of myself for you.
So who is making the move? The woman? Who is doing
Yes,
the
many
sacrifice?
I find many times that women are doing the loving and falling in love and falling into deep love, and men aren't getting many opportunities to do that. So I believe whoever has the deep love carries the emotional baggage and usually the weight of the relationship. Whoever loves each other more.
Well, you said men are not getting opportunity to fall in love. Why? Why so? What happened? Why?
I think many women are chasing a certain type of man and the men that excite them and the ways that they are turned on in life. And so they will tend to stick with those men as opposed to another type of character man. Maybe he may be boring, maybe he may be a simp, he may be corny, he may be a lame, but yet this man is good. Instead, he loves you, he's in love with you, so you ain't got to worry about trying to, he's already in love. But he may not like his style or way, or may have to work with, like, kind of shaping him up a little bit to get him into what you would traditionally go for. So I think a lot of women are into the guys that they like, and those guys have much opportunity to break the woman's heart because he's not in love anyway.
Okay, you didn't make mention that love is sacrifice.
Yes.
Personally, a lot of men can't love. They don't know what love is. Tell me why a man that claims to love you will still be the same man that hits you. that
because he's
hurts
not
you.
really in love. He that's not really love. Love is a safe place. Love is a as you love your baby, as you love anything that you care and love in life, you care for deeply, you protect it. You wrap it in your arms, you hold it, you rock it, you love it, you take care of it, you put up with anything that it's dealing with because you love it. You love her, you love him. So I think a lot of times women aren't dealing with or in a man's love. She's in her love or lust for him, and she'll try to carry the relationship and be with him and try to get him, push him in so many shape ways or form or fashion to maneuver for her. And he's not so apt to do that because he doesn't share that same love and that same deep commitment to her and having her.
A lot of men out there are not capable of loving. You said it's a man's world. They conquered, I guess, women. A lot of them don't see us as humans and they don't have that capability to love us women. Love is humanity. If you love someone, you will see that person as your equal. This is with regards to relationship. You will recognize that person as a human as much as you see yourself as a human. If you know yelling at someone or someone, if you know that someone being abusive to you hurts you, you wouldn't want to do that to the next person, to the woman you claim to love. But this is not what
Okay.
is happening out there. A man will claim to love a woman, that same man will cheat on her, beat her, and then turn around to say, I love you. I'm doing this because I love you. Love to men is control. I've heard people say that men really don't love, they love respect. Respect is the number one thing for them. The reason why respect is very important to a man is because men are all about control, dominating, imposing their authority on a human that they cannot create.
Do
So
you
it's
think the
hard.
average Do you think
Um,
all men live that life and feel that way? Do you think I live that life and feel that way?
I can't tell because I really don't know you. I really can't tell. But I can't sit here and say all men. But believe me, more than 60% of men are like this because of how the society is. You said it's a man's world, so they have a playbook. And they forcefully enroll children, young boys into that program so they can carry on the whole their reign. They want to reign forever. They want to be in regime forever. So it's a man's world. So men are not capable, just a few. Those people that were able to escape the programming, maybe due to Claire, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Those people that were able to escape the programming, maybe due to the fact that they have good parents or the fact that they started thinking for themselves and they came to the realization that, why should I treat a human like this? Aside those people, majority of the men don't know what love is. They can't love a woman because they don't even love themselves. If you love yourself, you won't be out there cheating because cheating comes with emotional stress.
I don't think I don't think if men are falling in love and getting the woman that they're in love with, I don't think they risk cheating, and I don't think they want to be with any other woman.
Just a few men are that way.
That's true. I agree with you.
Just a few men. Men that cheat claim to love the women they are cheating on.
No, men will use love. Men will say anything to women that sounds good and what women respond to. Is what men have learned. But love is what love does. So he would have to sacrifice his time, his energy. He would have to show that he loves. You know what I mean? It's an action. It's not just a word. A lot of women tend to go off for the words and and they already like the guy, so the words out of his particular mouth are even, sweeter. But then when you get with him and when it's time to be, because the nooks and crannies of relationship is the day to day. So in a dating process, you should have come up with routine and ways of how y'all live. But things come up and things like that. But men switch up, people switch up. But a lot of times men use the love and the love bombing in that term because women respond to it so much. But it's more of the action rather than just the saying.
Yeah, women respond to that because we are humans. We want real human interaction. I treat you well, you do same to me.
Right.
I usually ask this question: if a man can love bomb a woman for 1 month, 2 months, what stopped him from being that man? It's all games for a lot of men out there. If you can be so nice to a woman for 1 week, 2 weeks, because you know this is what she wants. So, what stopped you from becoming that person and remaining that person?
Man.
You see, this takes me back to the conversation we had earlier, where I said that I think men know what is right. They know when they are treating a woman badly. They know that. Because if someone hurts them that way, they wouldn't take it. So everything a man is doing to a woman is very intentional. So a lot of men out there don't like women. That is the long and short of it. They don't like women.
Yes, yes. But they're still attractive, so women will deal with them.
Yes, they are attracted to women because they cannot do without sex. They want women for their they want us women for our body, sex. Because they can't do without that, they come up with so many strategy so they can always have
It's vice
access
versa.
to our body.
It's vice versa. Women also want men for their body too. It's vice versa. It's not just strictly for men only. It's vice versa.
I'm not talking
It's a
about
full. It depends
I'm
on
not
individuals. I keep on saying this thing. Every individual needs to be good. Needs to learn to be good and treat each other right. Okay,
I'm
in all these arguments, what solves this societal change? What solves these issues? What is that thing that solves and brings an end to all these issues?
we
Change.
can't solve the problem. Wait,
Okay.
wait. This channel is not about what women do to men. I always say that we have bad eggs in both gender. But we
That's
all
true.
know that men hurt women way more than women do hurt men. Men have this mindset that they are the kings, they are the ones ruling, is a man's word. So they can act anyhow, treat women anyhow.
I don't agree it's a man's world. I refuse that notion that it's a man's world. This is what they instill on the young ones coming up. I don't like that notion that they have that it's a man's
But
world. What
if
makes
you
it a
don't like
man's
it,
world? God
if you don't like it,
created this thing.
but that is what it is. It's a man's world. Men are the ones ruling. Men are the ones in the government. It is a man's world,
Yeah,
whether
but
you
I
like
think a woman, a, a man has to answer to another man. So
that. That is why I said it's all about control for men, dominance for them. They want to dominate other people. That's why other men. Okay, this is this. It's all about control for men. Some men don't have the opportunity to control other men. The only place they have opportunity to control is in their marriage. So that's why some men, once you don't give them that opportunity to control, they lose it. They are not interested in that relationship. They don't want a woman that will not give them that opportunity to control. So many men will never have the opportunity to be rulers, to be in the government, to be a CEO. to head departments. But what is common out there is this: marriage gives men opportunity to control a human, and that human is mostly, or those humans are mostly women. So this is why control is very important for them. Control is very important for them in marriage. And I think this is a story that the society sold to them, the promise the society sold to men. Oh, we are going
I've
to
been
give
living.
women.
I've been living
Can you,
here in America a long time. Nothing was ever promised to me. Nothing was ever promised to me.
can you hear me?
I was just saying that I've been living here in America and nothing was ever promised to me. Nothing ever. Oh, I'm sorry. I think you're breaking up. I'm sorry.
I can hear you. I can hear you. Hello? Hello? Can you hear me? Please let me know if you can hear me in the comment section. Please let me know if you can hear me in the comment section. Thank you. Okay. Thank you. When I said men were promised control in relationship, in marriage with women, I did not mean that they announced it on TV, they approached people individually. Like you said, they fought a war that I have no idea of what it was about, and they conquered women. They conquered the land, the way you put it. So maybe when they did that, they had their rule book, they had their plan, their strategy on how to remain the rulers forever. So since
Please,
everyone
I have a
cannot,
question. Where is this proof of this war that was fought?
I have no idea. But from the way things are, it points towards that direction. I have no idea. I've said this before that from the way things are, it seems as though a war was fought. And I know I have different audience. Some people are into history. When I made the statement, I was like, if you know what actually happened, how we got here, please let me know in the comment section. Let us know in the comment section. It's control, control, control for men. If they can't have control over you, then they're not interested. When a man tells you he wants a wife material, what does he mean by that? Life updates. Can you help us with that, please?
Yeah, I have nothing to say on that now.
Sorry?
Wrapping my head, I have nothing to say on that now. I'm wrapping my head
Okay.
around this particular conversation of men feeling women because it's something that irks me. It's not a man's word. I keep on refusing it and I stand on my ground and say it's not a man's word because it
Okay.
was not meant to be that way.
What do you mean?
The creator, yes, it wasn't that way. I say this because women play a very vital role in this society and should be respected that way. So I don't support any man saying that anyone saying, man or woman saying that it's a man's world. I refuse. It's my opinion. I'm entitled to my opinion. I refuse to
No
agree to that.
problem. Have you ever heard a song by James Brown called "This Is a Man's World"?
Yeah, I
Yes,
have.
Okay, very
No,
popular, very agreed upon. But he covers it well by and peppers it well by saying, but it wouldn't be anything without a woman, and everybody agrees, especially men. But it is a man's world. It's no doubt it's a man's world.
I do agree with you because of the way the society is structured, the people ruling. But it wasn't the creator's intention. It wasn't from. It's not from the creator. I don't think the create. Let me don't say I don't think. I know the creator did not make it this way. Men came
What is it?
to this planet and dominated.
What does the Bible say? Does it say that he
I
gives
was waiting
man
for
dominion over the world?
I was waiting for us to get to the Bible. Who wrote the Bible? Let's start from there.
Man,
Okay. So if men wrote the Bible, what were you expecting to be in the Bible? Were you not
man's way.
expecting?
Yeah,
Okay.
man's ways, man's laws.
So the call is breaking. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay. If men wrote the Bible, you should expect them to write the Bible.
Yeah.
Women did not write the Bible, but they want us to follow the Bible and believe the Bible. I don't
All
believe
right.
the Bible. I see the Bible as um, a book that records people's past life, past events, which you can read and learn from. But I don't agree that the Holy Spirit was there, led them to writing the Bible. I don't. I don't. The Bible is against women. The Bible is misogynistic.
Well,
The Bible
many
speaks
women,
about
many
how
women,
women are property.
many
Yeah, I'm
women go
listening.
by the Bible. Many women go by the Bible and go by its laws and testaments.
It's because they don't know. Religion is patriarchy. They use
Men,
religion
men,
to to brainwash people. The women are
men
going by
are
that because, sorry, I'm listening.
men are under the patriarchy as well. Like the patriarchy doesn't like it only pertains to more like government and things like that. The average man, I've been the average man my whole life. So all I can do is work and just try to make it in this world. I have no man over me, lording over me.
Yeah, I agree with you that men are also under the patriarchy because some men are victim as much as women are. It's like the world we live in, we have the rulers, we have men at the top using other people. So that's what it
Yes,
is. Yeah. They are
yes,
using them.
yes.
And and the average men, they promise them to rule and control women in marriages. That's the promise I was talking about.
No, no, no.
Since
We have freedom. We have freedom. There's no lording over any man. Every man has the freedom to do what he does with his woman and how he gets down with her. I mean, there's no written law that this is what you do in marriage or you mistreat a woman in marriage. Like men don't believe in that.
sorry, men don't believe in that. Did you just say that?
Yes, men don't believe in if I take on a woman and give her my last name and bring her into my family and I marry her and I love her and I take care of her and this is the mother of my children. I respect this whole situation that I've created.
No, you don't respect it because you said, okay, you respect what you created, but you don't respect her. You don't see her as a woman, as a human.
I
Because what you
have
just
to
said,
respect her. I
it's
could
like
not have
you
done it
bought
without her.
something. No,
I could not have done it without
you
her. I
sound like
have
a
to respect
user.
her.
You sound like a user. It's like you went and purchased a human to come serve you. That's just what you just described. What
Well, why
about her?
haven't I? Why have? That's what I said. I said I could not have done this without her. If my goal is to create a family, I need her. I need to respect her. I need to take care of her. I want her to be. I want all my things to go to her. I want my life to go to her. It's how a man regards a woman. Every man doesn't regard a woman the same way. So every man doesn't treat the same woman, the same way in his marriage.
Okay, okay. I don't agree that's good because to me you sound like a user. But let me ask you this question: what does a wife material mean to you?
A wife material is a woman that is willing to listen, a woman that is
Okay.
willing to work with a man, a woman that is affectionate, a woman that is caring, loving. She's not superficial, she's not just into herself, selfish, narcissistic.
Oh,
She's not things that are non-agreeable or create argument and stress and strife.
okay. So what does she get in return?
If she is this woman, she should be getting in return a loving man, the same equivalent of her.
So now, do you agree that men are all about control?
I believe certain men are about control. I've never controlled a woman in my life, so I don't know about controlling women, and that's not what I'm interested in when it comes to a woman is controlling her. I would like to think that I have my own self control. She has her own self control, and we control. You know what I mean? We are already grown people who can control, themselves.
Okay. When a man says he wants a wife material, this is what I understand the man is saying. I'm looking for a woman that will serve me, a woman I can control, a woman that will not she will not say no to whatever I ask her to do. A woman that has no voice, a woman that can bend over for me, a woman I can mold into whatever I want her to be. And that woman sounds like what you just described. So if you're molding her into what you want her to be, then she's not a human. She is your toy. It's like she was created for you. Then
Was
you don't see her as a human.
I already know a woman is a human being. There's no discrepancy in that. Now we're talking about, can she be my woman? Does she qualify to be my wife? Do I regard her as a wife?
So what are the criterias?
Listening, being affectionate, caring, uh, willing to hear out my plans for life and what I would like to do, and the things that I would like to accomplish, and her free out of her free will, wanting to uh, be my partner in that in life.
Okay, I think someone said subconsciously a lot of men have no idea that they try to control their women. And I think that's what is going on right now with what you said.
Does a woman
I
have to
don't think
stay? Does a woman have to spend 5 minutes with the man? Does she have to stay in anything? If a man is so controlling and so something that she does not like, does she have to stay with him?
it's I think you think when we say controlling, it's like he has to bring on the whole military vibe, be so macho, like manly. No, telling her what to do, that's controlling. Limiting her, that's controlling. Not seeing her as a partner, that's controlling. Thinking is all
I've
about
never
you, that's
I've
controlling.
never. That's a narcissistic man. There's characteristics of people, right? Man and woman, right? And that certain characteristics come with certain things. I've never been this type of man, so I've never wanted to control a woman, never tried to control a woman, never took money from a woman, never tried to take things from her. I only try to give and only try to create the relationship that I'm trying and lead in showing her that this is what I'm trying to do, and then she could either follow along or not.
You said create the relationship you want. So how do you create the relationship? Don't talk about the
I
woman.
take I take
How
the
do you,
lead. I'm talking about me, the man. I take lead. I show the love and affection.
in what way?
I'm attentive. I listen to her. I'm a problem solver. What issues are going on in life that I need to come in at and solve this issue?
Okay, I think everyone is different. Everyone wants different things. But one thing is this. One thing that is for sure is this. Men don't see women as humans. Majority of men don't see women as humans. They believe it's their world. They can treat us anyhow. And women are crying out every single day. Society said women must get married. People are listening to that, getting married. They get married. The moment they have problem in relationship, same men will say, choose better. You chose the wrong man. It's your fault. How
Yes,
do
they
you
should
know
be choosing. Yes, they should be choosing me and men like me. Yes.
what is the guarantee that you're not going to flip tomorrow?
That this is
What
not my character. I'm not a fleeting man. I'm a self accountability, know what life is about, know what life is ahead, and know that I have to tackle these things. And so there's no blaming somebody else. There's no putting things on other people. There's only handling my business and my affairs and pushing forward in life and loving.
men are very manipulative. They know what women want. We just spoke about this not too long.
You're
They
right.
are very they are very pretentious. They get into relationships, start off with love bombing. Some men can pretend for years. Just imagine an innocent woman wanting to get married and she falls into the hands of a man like that.
Yes, this
What
is
do you
why we
think is
say choose better. Right, right. I understand that. And this is why,
she chose better because she thought the man is a good man. He's been a good man.
yes, yes, she can be fooled and, she can make mistakes. But we also know that women aren't attracted to men who are very corny, lame, mushy, loving. They think these men are weak. They trample over the love and respect that the men have for her. They leave these men. They cheat on these men. Women are not just innocent, creatures. I understand what you're saying. This scenario that you're giving, an innocent woman, and she believe in this man, and she be fooled, and I understand that aspect. But to counter it, women also do not go for many men who are the opposite of a very flamboyant, out there, striking, masculine man.
Because that is what they find attractive. Not all
I
women.
have no problem with that, but can she be accountable for what she finds attractive?
Can those men be good people? So are you trying to say that men that have money can't be good people?
I'm saying that we know money and power corrupts people in general. So men and women, people can use different props and things. Money is just a prop, a very important one, but a valuable one. But people will use certain props to manipulate and lord over people, over other people who don't have that and who value that thing that they have. So if a person has a lot of money and you value a person with a lot of money, you may be willing to put up with a lot of different things that man and that, a bad character that comes with him having all that money.
So are you saying that women should start going for broke men?
No, I'm saying women should always go for the man that they love, that they care for, that they want to be with. This is a free world and a free society, so she can make her own choices. But there are different characters and types of men and men that have different agendas, and she needs to know different type of men. You don't want to eat. It's like dating is like eating. Like you don't want to just eat raw meat, or you want to have different. You want to have vegetables. You want to have different parts of the meal that make it a whole, healthy, full, balanced meal. You don't want to just eat raw things and then look at men like they're all the same when there's mushy, soft men that, oh, I'm not attracted to or I don't like. But it's not to say that God didn't send men or somebody here who loves you, who has his eye on you, watching your love affairs, wishing you didn't go for that type of man and chose him, these type of things. So, we want women to make their own choices and decisions and choose what's best for her with what she's trying to do. It's not about being broke. It's not about money at all. It's about, do we love each other? Do we want to live for each other? Do we care? I mean, people get together and break up. So, but at least we go in things the right way. We go in with love. We go in positively, and we see how long we can last and take it. You know, I mean, nothing is
So
guaranteed in life. So,
what you're saying here is this. You think men that have money have bad attitude, not all of them. And you're also saying that men that don't have so much money come off as better option for women. Those men are willing to love women. That's what you're saying, isn't it? Let me say this:
oh,
broke men are the worst people to be with. Men that are in survival mode should be avoided like a plague because you don't know their true intention. They might just be using you as a ladder to their destination. Men that are broke are often not happy with themselves. They are not happy with the situation they are in. They end up being jealous, envious of the women they are dating. And what usually happens is this: the moment they make it, they dump that woman because that woman reminds them of their past. They don't want to be there.
I
Do you
understand what
not
you're saying.
do
Do
you
you?
do you not realize that a lot of the problem, like there is no safe space with men. You go this way, you go for the rich problem. You go for the broke problem. So it for me, what I'm
Yeah,
saying is
life is
we
a
have a
problem.
playbook.
Like life is a problem we both have to solve together. And if you have half of or 100% of what I need to solve the problem, I have half or 100% what you need to solve. It's best we get together and tackle life together instead of apart. It's just an option. It's just, you don't have to do it. You can stay alone. You don't have to deal with anybody. You can deal with people as you want. So, yes, in either which way, it's the lesser of two evils. Yes, this is an evil, hard, harsh world that we have to make it in and make it through. And we can decide how we want to do that. So you don't, it's a lose. It's like a not, it's just a matter of, do you want to go through life with somebody and taking it on together, or don't you? And you have clauses called divorce and things like, if you marry, oh, I don't like it anymore, I'm leaving. These things are all on the table. You're not jailed into anything. And a lot of times men have to carry the weight of divorce and things like that. So it's just an option. You don't have to do it. But it sounds like that you believe that rich men, like, it seems like, who needs the woman more, the rich man or the broke man? And then what is broke to you? You know what I mean? Because most men are not born with a silver spoon or any money. He's Whatever he has in life, he accumulated it all by himself. It would be nice, for these men to have a woman in their life and a partner and a family and a son and a daughter to turn to and ride bikes with, hold hands with, and settle his brain, his mind, and kind of get settled in life. Most men don't want a lot of money, stress, and problems. They just want to be able to make a mediocre life and have a wife and a loving life.
It seems like you love women a lot. You're talking about a wife. Life is hard. You need a woman. Do you think men can exist without women? And do you think divorce should always be on the table? It should always be something to run to. If divorce is not on the table, marriage should not happen. Do you agree with this? Some men are totally against it. They don't want to hear divorce. They don't want you to even suggest divorce. And the reason why some women are getting married is because they know that divorce is an option. So what do you have to say about this?
Um, I mean, these are all things under the law. I mean, you can also get a prenuptial agreement. That's why there's so many ways to do it. I mean, it's just, do you want to do it or not? Like, I mean, and how do you want to do it? And are you discussing that with a partner and proceeding? So, I mean, these are just options. I think, options are good for everyone. And so, you don't want to hear divorce. Men don't want to get divorced. Men don't want their families broken up and things like that. So, but they also shouldn't put themselves in predicaments to have that happen. So, I think everything is fair. Is pretty much fair, and people have to just decide who they are and what they're trying to do, and trust that in somebody else, because there's an option and a clause and a way out. So we don't get to decide, oh, you just married and you stay married and you can't come out. So, it's you know, I don't believe in locking anybody into anything and they can't do anything further. So I think we as human beings, if we love each other, if we're dedicated to our family, we stay married and we do that. If at some point it only takes one, if one is out, that the relationship is over. So it is what it is.
Okay, I think divorce should always be an option because human beings have this tendency of switching up. People can fall out
Yes.
of love, people can have a change of mind. They don't want to do this anymore, especially with
Yes.
men that pretend to be good at the beginning of the relationship. I'm not putting everyone in this category. Men often start off relationship with love bombing. Later on, you get to see their true color. I say this all the time. The moment you see a man's true color and you realize the new man you got married to is not what you want, pack your bags and leave.
Right.
Your
I
life is
think
more
men,
important to you as I'm listening.
when men encounter, I agree with you, and when men encounter that same switch up too, oh, the sex switches up, or maybe the treatment, or things switch up with the woman now that she's married to the man. Things switch up, people switch up. So, but I don't think man's first option is to just leave. I think
Yeah.
that's a difference. I think that's a difference between men, because if man has gone out his way to give the woman his last name and he has money and bank accounts and properties and things tied up in this woman, he's not just and a baby and a family. He's not just trying to just leave that.
Why are you
I
so
don't
particular?
think.
Why are you so
Yeah, I'm
particular
sorry.
about the last name? You sound like you're doing her a favor. Do you know what it takes?
Well,
Do you know what it takes for someone to take away their father's name and take on your name? I'm against
yes.
a woman taking a man's last name because I don't see the need. I understand the origin of that. It was for tag and identity, but we've moved past that era.
Right.
It's the
Right.
society we live in. You need to be under a man. That's the mentality. So because of that, you need to take your husband's last name for easy identification. So you
Mhm.
keep talking about take on the last name the man gave, like he did one big thing.
Yes. Yes.
You
It's
sound
usually
like
called.
sorry for cutting you short. You sound like
It's no problem.
she getting married to the man. She's the man is doing her a favor, and this is the mentality that a lot of men have out there. I'm
Yes,
doing you a favor.
it's called traditional, right? We come from a long line and lineage of traditional folk that come from the church and background, where we stay married and take care of our family.
The church
From the
again,
Yes,
owned by
no,
men.
I'm just talking about the traditions where they come from. We didn't just wake up overnight and be a new person. We have traditions and things that our family and families have been through and that we want to keep alive. Now, new wave and things are not about being married and family and traditional living. So, that's what is tradition, is tradition versus I guess liberal.
Okay, what do you think tradition is? How did it come about?
The traditions came about because, I mean, for our lineage for here in America starts from the slave ships and the slavery and how we existed after slavery. So a lot of that was the family staying together and staying tight because the times that we were in.
and that lasted for so long. And then came a certain period that maybe the 70s, 80s, and the crack epidemics and things where a lot of families were broken up. We stopped living those same traditions, but we see that families are been so broken now that we may want those old traditions back to try to regain the family and keep the family. It's all family based. It's all about
That's
keeping
the
the
point.
family together and what we can
Why
do
should
for
you
the
keep?
family.
That's the point. Why should you keep going by old traditions that were created
Be,
for
be,
people
be,
that
I,
existed at that point in time?
because
People
we
create
are, I will answer that. We are
traditions.
human beings. We don't change. We are man, woman, and child. Man, woman, and child is the human
No,
family.
that is the man's
No.
mentality.
Okay.
It's a man's
Okay.
mentality. It's a man's mindset. They think it's all about them. They don't
No, this
change.
is what's best for everybody. Man, long
No,
ago, right?
no,
And
that
women
is a wrong
agreed.
thing. No, women did not
Why would
agree
women agree to marry a man? Why is that a bad
because
thing? Is it a good thing?
it's not a good thing to a lot of women. They were forced to marry a man because of how
They
the
forced
society was. Yes.
shotgun marriages. I've heard of that. That's force, and that's more about forcing the man to marry
No,
because
because if
he
you look at it,
refuses to marry.
recently, a lot of women are not getting married anymore.
Right.
Back in the days, women didn't have access to their own money. They couldn't fend for themselves. Marriage was a
Mhm.
survival for women.
Okay.
In the current day we live in, a lot of women are walking away from that because men used that opportunity to enslave women. A lot of women were crying in their marriages. They had no voice, nowhere to go to. When they complain, their relatives will tell them, just stay there, endure it. There isn't much you can do. Divorce was never an option. So they were being forced to stay put there. And if they try
Divorce was
to,
never an option in marriage. Divorce was never an option in marriage. She could not ever divorce.
yeah,
There wasn't a free option. There was never a free option
it
in
was
marriage.
never like this, the way we have it. Yeah. Even in the Bible they make reference to, it was never an option. I think they started considering marriage in the New Testament, if I'm not mistaken. So women were forced to stay put in that situation. I'm not saying all women in the past didn't have access to their own money. Some women were privileged to be born into a wealthy family. Everyone's family dynamic is different. But what was
Mhm.
common was that women could not survive on their own. And fathers were selling their children, their girl child, to the highest bidder. That's why I don't know if you've heard people say this. People talk about how love is calm. They use love, they coined love out so women can give access to broke men. Because those days it was mainly wealthy men that had opportunity to get married to women. Because fathers wouldn't want to sell off their children because the bride price is like you selling off your child. Fathers wouldn't want to sell off their children to men that didn't have money, men that couldn't cater for them as the as a family as a whole, and their child. So they found a way to deceive women into marriage with the whole love talk, romance, the fantasy.
So now, what do women want? Now, what is best for man, woman, and child today?
Men should be accountable. Men should be responsible. Men should recognize women as humans. Women are asking for partnership in marriage. We come together as a team, not master and slave relationship. Patriarchy marriage is master and slave relationship. Women don't want that, but men don't want to hear that because it
I'm
benefits them.
I'm willing to hear it. I'm just willing to hear anything from women of how man, woman, and child together make it together. So anything that involves man, woman, and child together under one roof, I'm on board, whatever you call it.
It's obvious that you're after getting married because you've been talking about, oh, having my own family. I just want a woman, a man.
What?
You want a family. If you want a family, you have to love yourself because it starts with you. If you don't have love, you can't give love. You have to understand yourself. You have to learn the necessary skills because marriage is not automatic. You have to learn how to speak to the woman. You have to have listening skills. Learn how to do chores. Have a job or have a business. Have your own money. You have to be self sufficient before going out there to look for someone to get married to.
Right.
Marriage is not automatic because you're getting into partnership with another human being. Don't see that human as less. When people have business deal, it's a business deal. You come with your own terms and conditions. The other party comes with their own terms and conditions. So if it is a 50-50 partnership, it should be treated as such. Don't think you're better off because you're a man. I often hear men say, because I'm a man. Respect me because I'm a man. Respect is earned. Trust is earned. It's not automatic, but men don't want to hear that. They want you to respect them because they are men. It doesn't make sense.
Nah. They know this. They know this from children and school and having friends and having flaky friends and like people understand people and things. If we go through these things when we're young. It's just when we are older now, the things are trumped up. You know, it's not just play anymore. It's not just you could just come in and out. We need to, get a job or something that we're trying to do done. So, what is the relationship to man and woman? It should be about family. The family should win. The family should be the top priority. That's
No,
why I bring everything back to man, woman, and
family,
child.
no,
That's
no,
just that's just
no,
my idea and my thought.
no, that is not a good. Personally, I don't think that's a good way to look at it. The family is not the top priority. The individuals should be the priority. The woman should be your priority, and you should be her priority, not the children in the future.
She She
Men
is
get
my
married.
family. She's the first priority. Hold on. First of all, she is the first before the baby or before anything. She is the first priority. The woman, my woman.
Are you aware that marriage favors men more than it favors women?
Yes, men need
So
marriage, but also it favors family. It favors the children. We should have enough self esteem
you're
and
moving
be
too far. We're talking about individuals. Forget about the children first.
well. There may be no need for us to marry if we're not having
That is the
children. There
point.
may be
That's the point.
no need
Men
to
want to get
to
married
even
because they
marry.
want to keep their lineage going. They want women to keep their lineage going. They want women for sex. They want women for emotional support. They don't want women because they like women. They see women as
They
tools to be
they they
used.
like they have to like women because they like getting the emotional support. They like having the family. They like having the things that women provide. They like women's touch. They like women's
Mm.
sex. They
I will
like
say
women.
I will say
They
something here if I can chip in anything here.
yes,
In
Go
all
sir.
these
ahead.
things, genuine love, by loving yourself, loving the woman in question, it comes in play because when you ask this question, what do women want? I love that question you asked, my friend. I love the question you asked. What that
Thank
question
you.
should be directed to. Then what do men want to? Both women and men. What do they want? Because it's like there's a cold war going out there between men and women, and we should tell ourselves the truth. It's there. It's out there. And if we prioritize treating each other well first, this person is a human being. There must be that equality, that sense of belonging. That equality must be there. We are equals. I love and respect you. You love and respect me. You can't have an erection if you don't have love for that person. There is no way.
That's not true. That might be the case for
There
you.
is there
No,
is no way.
no, don't
There
say
is
that.
Well,
not.
well,
Speak
well,
for
well.
yourself.
No,
Grape,
no,
grape, grape.
I can't.
Sexual
It's like
SA would
saying
go against that.
No,
no.
speak for
It's like
yourself.
saying no. It's like saying this person is your partner. How do you have an relation with a partner? It's just like saying you just have a relation with somebody on the street. You
See,
can't.
Well then,
You must value that person first. I don't know for
what
how other people think, but
what
you
are you
must value
saying?
that
We
person
have
first. Value
men
yourself
we
first.
have men
Then value.
raping
No, you
people.
can.
What are you saying?
Men do it. See, I'm not saying the listen. It's not for everyone. Always understand this point. It is not for everyone. I can't. If I'm not into that person is not into me, man, there is hell no, it's not happening.
mhm.
I don't even
That's for
want to go
you.
that far with that person. No, it's not going there.
That's for you. That's for you.
I must be
But
sure that I'm respected and valued from that person. I must be sure that I value and respect that person too. I treat that person
Mhm.
as an equal, that person as a human. Before anything,
Mhm.
not as a business partner. Then I can just go on the street and start sleep with every business partner I have, every female business partner I'm doing business
Mhm.
with. That's how it is.
Mhm.
Psychologically, it is wrong. You cannot.
it is not wrong. I
It
think
is
you feel
wrong.
triggered because I
I say it
said
in plain terms.
business. That's for you. It
No,
is not. That is for you. You feel triggered because I said partnership. It can be likened to business partnership. So you feel triggered because of
no.
that.
Yes,
And I
we're in
don't.
a
So
we're in a business. We're in
why
a
go through the
partnership
stress?
for our
Eh?
family.
Okay. A partnership
I
for the
didn't
family.
get.
Now you've explained it better. You see the way you explain it? Partnership for the family, eh? But what comes in play
No, it must still be
before
family
you
because
start
no,
getting
the
into
family
those
part
things?
is the problem because he's been hitting on the family. That's why that was why I said men see women as tools to keep their lineage going. He is so particular about the family more than the woman. I'm saying the
She,
woman
I
still be
said she is the head. She's the first. She is everything. This is why men have to make sure that she is the right one.
okay. Let me say
Exactly.
if a woman cannot have a child, will you be happy to get married to her?
No, because that is not my goal and function. That is not my plan. Is not
I
to.
said it.
No, then that's wrong. Because you can still get married to someone. If she can't have a child, people can come together and adopt. See, it's life.
Right, but that
It's
is
not her
not what I
fault.
want for myself. Right, I agree totally, but that is not what I want for myself. So I would not.
You
She
don't.
asked for me, so I would not marry that. Well, I would look for a woman that I could have children with.
It means you're looking
Well, I
for
will.
her
Well, I
to
would.
use
I will.
her and have children. You want her because you want to have children.
Yes,
So that means
absolutely. I want to be in. No,
that
but
means you
I
don't
also
have.
hold
What if
on,
tomorrow?
hold on,
What
hold
if
on.
tomorrow? Sorry.
I also want to be in love. I also want to love. It's not just Sh- Listen, I can't do what I need to do without her. Why wouldn't I love her? Why wouldn't I respect my family and what I am about to create with her? I'm not just getting with her for no reason.
No, you're getting with her for so many. Okay, for no reason. I get that, and that's your focus. You're not getting with her because you care about her, because you see her as a human being. If you truly care about her and love her, you will accept her if she happens not to bear children. If
Exactly.
she loses
I,
that's it.
I would love her. I would not stop loving her. But then she also couldn't fulfill my goals or what I'm trying to do. So then the nature of our relationship would change. But I would make we would make sure of that before we let's get to a point of knowing, oh, I can't do this.
That's the whole point now, which means the major goal is you getting with her
Using
just
her,
because you want
using
to have
her.
children. It is her
That
to
is
have
the major
children.
point, but she's trying to undermine
No,
that I don't love her or I don't, or it's not about her. It's totally about
No,
her
no,
because I
no,
totally
no,
need
no,
her.
no. It's not about her. It's about you and your plans. It's about you and your plans. You care less about her. Because if you really do care about her and
Wow.
see her as human, you will understand that she not being able to have a child is part of things that happen in life.
I
and you
would not
should be
stop
emotionally
loving her.
by
That would
her.
not, because
It is
loving
love.
her is loving
That
her
is not love.
character, loving her personality, loving how she treats me, loving our relationship together.
How she treats you is
I
it's
would
all
advise you,
about
my
you.
friend, only woman you can get with is any woman that is emotionally tied with you, and then you feel something strong
Ye-
for her emotionally. She feels the
Yes.
same for you, and then you see her as human. Don't never get into someone. You never get with someone that you're together with the that person, and you two see yourselves as strangers and just coming together just to see if it works out. That's
No, no,
bullshit.
never. This is she is my family. This is bigger than anything. This is bigger than
Thank you.
everything. This is she is my family. She is the head of my family.
Yes.
She is to get the utmost love and respect and care for and attention and whatever she needs in life. She's irreplaceable.
If she can't bear
Everyone is
children,
everyone
let me
is
let me be honest with
replaceable.
you. If she can't bear children, you should love her that
If
way.
I love her,
Accept her
right?
that
If I
way, come
love her,
together, and people can adopt.
yes, yes, yes. But I think I can still produce children. I think I can find a woman that can produce children as well. And I think we can fall in
Okay.
love, and I think we can. I think we can do it.
Good. Have that mentality, not leaving her because you didn't achieve that goal. That's like getting
No,
married to
no.
her
This
just for
is
that purpose only.
no. This
Okay.
is a sweet. This is a sweet love affair of union.
Thank you.
It's all about you. It's all about you. And when you speak of the woman that you're looking for, it sounds like you're talking about a child. Like she cannot think for herself. She doesn't have her own plans. She has to make her life all about you.
No, she
I don't think
doesn't. It's like she's free. She's free to not. She's free to do. I would not choose. First of all, we both have choices, right, and decisions. If we're choosing each other, then there's things that we love about each other and that we want to hold on to with each other. We're choosing each other.
okay. I think I should end the conversation here if you don't mind. Thank
There's
you
no
so
problem.
much,
No problem.
Black Man's Fair. Thank you so much for your support. Thank you so much, Live Update. Thank you so much. I need to call out some people. Guilty Angel, Victorious
Yeah.
One. Thank you so much for the super chat. Thank you for your contribution in the comment section. Hold on, I'm looking for more names. Okay. Thank you. It was a lovely time with everyone here. And hopefully, I will show up again tomorrow. Thank you. I had a couple of
Thank
videos to
you,
play,
everyone,
Thank you,
but
everyone. Thank you for having me.
and
thanks
and
for
thank you for coming
joining.
to your ideas, and thank you for listening too. It's good
Okay,
to have
Absolutely
this
thanks.
conversation,
appreciate
so
you.
we'll have a change of thought. You're welcome.
Yes. Yes.
Okay, I will see you all tomorrow. To be honest with you, I started off this live with some videos. My intention was to play some videos, but when I tried it before coming live, it seems like the video was making my network have issues. I really don't understand how that works. So that was why I was
Yeah, that
unable
can
to
be
play
done
some
tomorrow.
videos. So hopefully it gets better tomorrow. Good night, everyone. Thanks for your support. I really do appreciate it. Tomorrow, hopefully, I will have a video up on the channel. Yeah. Good night.
Good night, everyone.